Good morning and welcome to question and answer series on the path of spiritual evolution. Today's question is, how do I keep myself uplifted or balanced during dying stage of my loved one? This subject is very delicate. Here we are not ignoring suffering, but try to treat it gently without falling down. Huh? So subject is very delicate. Let's start. I divided this subject in four parts. First one is mind's general working style. Second one is general state of dying people. What is the state of mind of dying people? Third one is general mind state of relative. And last one, according to my understanding, what you should do or what I should do, right? So here is two things. One is loss. Second one is love of loss, right? So it's a very delicate subject. Let's start with first area, mind's general working condition or mind's general working style. What way mind is working? Here is my model, what I made for team, right? There are two model I make in one slide, and how it's work, like event means situation is comes, thought arising, and then thought become a many, sankalp vikalp, right? And it's create the emotions, and emotion to vritti means attitude, and act or react or response, right? So in any given situation, situations comes on the path of life. It's general. Like currently, my situation is I am talking here, right? So situations have three K: knower, knowledge, and known. Are you agree with me? And mind is perceive the situations. Yep, no problem. Because clearly I write down situation, then now and here. What the noun and here? It's a sense and mind, right? So once situations comes to mind, mind start from memory, knowledge, identify the knowledge. By knowledge, mind identify the known, the situation. Up to that point, there is no problem. So past knowledge and past knowledge come up and we identify the situations. Up to that, there is no problem. So that's called mind perceive the situations. My mind have two quality, two power. One is perceiving power, that's beautiful. But another is projecting power, that's it's not good, right? So mind perceive the situations. Now, second important thing is we already discussed under free will and no free will zone. Situations is no free will zone. So our awareness means knower become the aware of situation. Yep, correct. Situation is known here and understanding of situation is knowledge of situation. Correct? Now what will happen afterwards? The past knower, from where is coming? It's coming from knowledge, past knowledge. That's why in my model I put like decision point. There are 8 images, right? Out of 8, who is winning? Why 8? Because many sankalp vikalp. So this is only just a model to understand the uh, knowledge, known and knower. Original knower is our awareness. Now second knower is come up and is coming from past knowledge. Mind perceive the situations, but now mind start projection on situations, right? Called sankalpa vikalpa. So first error, we in that I rushed to hospitals to meet one of my loved one. So there are 3 possibilities. I made 3 error. My mind making 3 error, right? Error number 1, not accepting the situation. That's the first error. Situations is in our no free will zone, but we are not accepting. How can this one is happening, right? So when we are not accepting the situation as it is, sankalp and vikalp means many thoughts start to running. You may experience. This is the in our life, in everyone's life, this type of situation is definitely once, twice, many times will come up, right? So you may have experience. Check your experience. Learn from your experience. So not accepting situations, sankalpa, vikalpa, right? It's running with I sense. Then second error, we become a doer, right? I will pay the medical expense and you will be all right, and I do so and so, right? I do everything I could to take away their suffering. That's become a ego. It's doer. We become a doer. But the reality, the situation is not always working our way. When it will not working on my way, like medical staff or whatever, they are delaying or something, then at moment I break the emotional heart and start losing of my awareness and feeling emotional pain and suffering. Are you agree with me? Now third one, directly I just rush there and become emotional. Because why? I see myself, my loved one on the hospital bed. That's why I become emotional. If I not become emotional, my loved one is not trusting me. Right? So this is the standing point. The second model you can see in here. The standing point, like my loved one who is on hospital bed is at we can say level A for Australia, right? And I may be when I rush to hospital, I may be at point G, right? My awareness was higher at gross intellect, and then slowly sankalp vikalp come up and I become emotional, and I at last I fall down to the dying person's stage. It's called position A, right? And it will also not working in favor of us. So this is the general way of mind working in this type of delicate situation. Now, go a little bit deeper. General state of dying people before near death. What will happen? So their awareness is within the body. They can't think more than body. Are you agree with me? Sometimes they are in self-pity because they think that they are feeling little bit too much. They are suffering little bit too much. It's not fair and reasonable. So they are not accepting the situation, their own situation. So I am talking on behalf of the persons who is on hospital bed, right? Third thing is happening to him or her is feeling of guilt. Sometimes we feel that, so in whole my life I do not do much enough for my loved ones or my family. I waste my life and time and so and so. So that negative thoughts rushing up in the mind and it's feeling of guilt. And lastly, slowly I lose my jijivisha. We call jijivisha, means light, right? Any light or any higher awareness or any satisfaction or contentment outside this pain body. Now check what is the general state of relatives of dying persons. We already discussed our three error, but same stuff in here. Let's check in very quickly. So they pull down their awareness to dying one. Be overprotective, not wanting to leave him or her alone. Sometimes they refuse to believe. And sometimes they regard dying person as already gone. So he become a freeze or not sure what's the exact meaning. But that's a situation in the not having any love, right? But you have love, so this not apply to you guys. But some guys is like dry. Now, what you should do according to my understanding. So let's understand by one example. As example, dying person is like a person fall down in the water and you are on the bank. So how many choice I have? Three choice. One, jump into the unknown water. It's looking good, but not helping anyone. Second thing, run out from the place. That's also not good thing. You can't do that one. And third things, help him from the bank. That's a better way. Do not ignore the suffering, but treat it gently. Yeah, suffering is there, my love is there, but treat it gently. So you not fall down and you try to lift up the suffering person. Now on empathy side, helping emotionally, then I will fall down. And if not helping emotionally, the dying person not trust me. Both sides have problem, right? That's why we need to treat that one gently. So what we can do acknowledge, accept and appreciate. Listen the dying persons fully with deep rooted heart feeling. Accept him and her as it is by quietly provide the space in between so the person will feel your acceptance. Slowly appreciate him or her so that he or she not fall down in the guilt. Right? Next thing, provide the higher environment. It is up to the dying person to lift self up or not, but from ourselves provide the higher environment. And last and important thing, let go personal attachment with name and form. Focus on energy on third love angle. So this is on love side. Here is two love triangle. Right? A is IA. B is my loved one who is on the hospital bed, right? But that C, the green zone, is our common awareness, our common interaction, and that's our love in between. If I am playing in a green zone, then there is no problem. It's a good one, right? But I am playing from zone A and looking my loved one in under zone B, then what will happen? I am attached with name and form of my loved one. And once I am attached, then it's create the feeling that if that name and form will no longer available, then what will happen to me? And I start emotionally fall down. Are you agree with me? So love, what is the love? Love is the interaction of these two, what the green zone. The third one is the one that shared awareness, right? And we, even if, like, why I put the second triangle? Because in yellow one, that's my duty. I have to accept the dying persons. He may be not available to lift up his awareness, but it's my duty. So I am working beyond the name and form for my dying persons and stay in love zone. Then I provide him fully emotionally trust so he can trust me and I also help him. This is the way we can use to uplift our loved one and be balanced in our situation. I hope you will try or you will reflect on your past experience and mentally be prepared, practice how can we always be in a third angle. That's a third angle is the important one. It's beyond the name and form so that we can provide full help to our loved one without falling down. Thank you very much.